In all my years of watching movies, I will tell you one thing. This movie is not just a normal story. It looks like a village story, but it is deeper than that. This movie is about a community that is suffering, and the painful part is that their own king is the one causing their problem. Imagine trusting your leader only to find out that he's the one stealing from you. They were mining golds and diamonds from the land, making money, but villagers were not even seeing anything. No development, no help, nothing, just suffering and silence. At first, everybody was afraid to talk because the king was not just powerful, he was dangerous. He had people working for him, like a secret group doing bad things for him. Anyone that tried to speak up would be silenced. One thing about these people is that there is no limit to their suffering. That is when some people, especially the woman played by Etiko and Lizzy, decide to stand up. These women were not joking. You could see the pain in them, the anger, the frustration. They were not just fighting for themselves, they were fighting for the whole village. And I like that part because it shows courage. But the king did not take it lightly with them. Instead of listening, he became more brutal. He started using force, sending people to attack others, threatening anybody that opposed him. At that point, it was no longer leadership again, it was oppression. Now, this is where the whole thing started getting deeper. These three women went into the forest for fortification. That scene, I knew from there that everything was about to change. Because after that, it was no longer just a normal fight. It became something else, something stronger and something more spiritual. But let me be honest, that was also the point where things started getting complicated. Because once power entered, people start changing. At first, they were united, yeah? Everybody had one goal, to stop the king. But small, they started seeing crack. People started thinking about themselves. People started making about power, money, and control. And that is where betrayal entered. Now, let's talk about Evelyn. I won't lie to you. I feel like Evelyn actually brought her problems to herself. Now, let's talk about Evelyn. I won't lie. I feel like Evelyn actually brought her problem on herself. Because how do you turn your back on people that trusted you? How do you go from fighting for justice to chasing your own gain? That kind of betrayal almost deep. And the movie showed it clearly that greed can destroy many things, even friendship, even family. As the story continued, everything started scattering. The king suddenly disappeared. Now, instead of peace, there was confusion. People started fighting for the throne. Everybody just wanted power. No trust again, no unity. At that point, I just had to sit down and think. So this is how everything ended. Because in the end, it was not just about defeating the king anymore. It becomes about people destroying themselves. And that is the real lesson from this movie. And sometimes the real problem is not just the leader. It is about what people becomes when they get the chance to become powerful. So tell me, have you watched this movie? Do you like it? If you have not watched it, please go watch it. The one I just give you here is a tip of an iceberg. Trust me, you will not forget this movie in a hurry. And do not forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. I'm going to see you on my next recap. Bye.